Ready to roll?
Yep.
Let's roll.
What group is this?
This is non-advanced clinic.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's Quinn here. Welcome back to the channel. You heard Vince Azua right. This is the non-advanced clinic. Somehow they put me in the non-advanced clinic group, so we're going to be doing an overtaking challenge in real life today. We push off there with the left foot, get a little boost, and look at that group of cars.
And if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver.
We drop an absolute send bomb there. We're going to gain one position on that start-finish straight, less than I thought, and then we lose it again. This guy in the blue suit takes that back from us. So now I got a chip on my shoulder. We are going to try to get to the front of this race. I'm really hopeful. Like I said, I don't feel like I should be in the non-advanced clinic group. I've done quite well in the regular clinic group. And the clinic is how we can get practiced for the actual race day. Okay, there we go. We got our +1 back. Now we're net up one position. And the clinic is split up into two groups, the advanced and the non-advanced. I'm usually in the advanced. I don't know what happened today. This was the second round. In the first round, I was in the advanced clinic. So I'm feeling a little bit frustrated. I'm feeling a little bit gypped by the CalSpeed officials. I'm sure it was whatever. But we are looking ahead, and we are going to try to look for some moves. We can see there's a lot of people who are not super familiar with the karts up ahead of us. I've been doing this for about a year now, so I've got a pretty good handle on things. We can see a lot of crowding, and I know something good is going to happen. So I can see all these people are in a train here, and we're going to drop it on all of them, and that's actually going to be 3 positions in one corner there. My buddy back there in the 29 with the yellow accents, remember that suit? He's actually going to go on to win this race, so pay close attention. But we're tucking back in behind the 42. Oh, a little bit of Tokyo Drift there from that 42. I guess we're probably going to call him Mercedes Drift all day, because he's got the Patronus Formula 1 suit. But he manages to hold it around the outside, and we have got to tuck in behind him. As we go down the hill here, we're going to try to outbrake him a little bit. Oh, he does another Tokyo Drift move, and we reel him right in. We don't quite have it to go around his outside. Whoa!
In the arms of the angel.
My buddy in the 29 falls off of us due to a pretty substantial contact. That guy was turned sideways and had nowhere to go, didn't see him at all, and went right into the back of him. So both of those guys got slowed down, and that meant that we fell off of Mercedes Drift a little bit there. But we're doing all right so far. We're up 9 positions, so I don't really think that you can call it a bad result when on the second lap you're up 9. We're going to try to open this horseshoe turn up nicer than this guy up ahead of us can. There he's going to show us his final drift maneuver, and that's going to let us reel him all the way in on this lap. We're going to put it up side by side coming into the final corner, and that's going to be our 10th position. Now we're going to tap our helmet, say tuck in, and we're going to look to the head here and see if we can't catch this group of 5 rather up ahead. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. Here we are. We have caught this guy on the back. He's going to go a little bit too deep here, and we're going to be able to hold it around his outside, just drive right around the outside of him. And now we've got this top 4 up ahead, and this is actually the top 4 drivers in the race, so we can see the lead. You know how I feel when I see the lead. I get real aggressive when we can see the lead. So we're going to put it up on the inside of the 27, this guy in the red outfit here. He sees me, and now that I know he knows that I'm there, we're really going to hold it. So we're going to hold it outside. We actually managed to go no contact side by side around here. This is really clean driving from both of us. Respect to the driver of the 27, but then, oh man, I have to get out of the throttle so that I can get around this guy, and the 27 takes the position back. It looks like I have a slightly better run. We're going to go side by side, but he's going to drop out and pop in behind me, and he pops the Mercedes Drift guy, and he kind of goes out wide a little bit, can't hold on to it. But the 27 pulls right back up to me, and he's going to tuck in behind me. I feel him behind, but I don't really think he's got the move. I try to keep him closed out, and I can feel that he's on the right side of my kart there, so he doesn't have a move ready. And we're going to come in against the 46 there and push on him a little bit because we had the speed on entry to do so. We're going to look over to our left. Who could that be? That is the Mike Smith, the 2019 KA 100 SCUSA Pro Kart champion and the manager at CalSpeed Karting. He is also our instructor in the clinics. So he has decided to come and join us for a little bit of driver coaching. maybe, on track. Just playing God a little bit, messing up the order. So he comes through here, and now I'm chasing him. I was pretty confident I could make it to the front of this group, but now I want to try to get in behind Mike Smith because he is a lot faster than I am. And I figure if I'm going to learn from anybody in this group, it's going to be him. Now we're going to try to get around the 46 here. You can see we've got a pretty good pace. We're going to drop it in on him. A little bit of a dive bomb, but he sees me in time, and we're going to take it on the apex there and move up. We've only got one other person ahead of us besides Mike Smith. There's only one person in the race, and he's this guy here. Mike is actually going to drop back. He moves up and back repeatedly through these clinic sessions, like I said, just causing chaos, mixing up the order a little bit. He's coming in, reeling me in, like, oh, so fast, especially on the brakes there into the carousel. I'm not super great in the carousel lately, but he just dives right in on me, gives me a big push, and that push is going to be just enough, I'm hoping, to get around this last guy who's just ahead of me on the horseshoe now. We're going to turn the camera around and take a look at him. And as you can see, we're going to go side by side with this guy, and that's the 15th position gained this race. That's as many as we can go because we're leading. There's nobody ahead of us. The whole group is behind. So now it's about trying to put fast laps in and hold on to this spot. So we're going to hold it. Mike Smith is behind that guy in the 25, and he's actually going to get around him here, and he's going to come up and chase me. You can see that his speed delta on the 25 is great, but it's just as great on me, and he's not even in the draft. He's reeling me in so fast. He reels me in every corner. Just shows that I still have quite a lot to learn. He's got that pretty sick Stilo helmet on. He's actually a Stilo-sponsored driver, and Stilo, if you're watching this, he made me want to buy a Stilo. So he's pushing me through here. We can see a little bit of chaos behind, but who is that? That's just coming out of that group. It looks like it is Mercedes Drifter. So we're going to try to go around the outside of Mike Smith as he launches it up the inside with a fantastic move. We can't do it, of course. We're going to tuck in behind him and try to learn a little bit. So now coming into turn 1, we're going to skip. We take a look behind, and there he is. Mercedes Drift is running in second place right now. Even he is faster than I am and through the carousel. It's a little bit disappointing. So he's going to reel up to my bumper here, and he's going to take the attacking line. I don't really have anything to do about it. I think about going around the outside, but I just can't. So we're going to try to hold this this wider line here, and then I'm just going to drop it in on the apex. We're side by side going in, and I managed to hold on to it there. You can see Mike Smith's right there behind. He's like a great white shark. I give him a little bit of wave because at that stage I was going into the tire barriers, but he gives me enough room. And I think about trying to hold around the outside here, but I don't. I drop back in. And now I'm going to be looking for a new place to get around. We can see maybe in turn 4, we're going to drop it in on turn 4. Just barely make it. He has a little bit too much input there with the steering, slows down a little bit, holds me over the curb. I throw a hand up. I'm upset, feeling hot. Mike gives me a wait 1 second type finger movement, and we're going to come through this next hairpin here. I'm trying now to get back up to Mercedes Drift because I feel like he just stole the position. But we're going to get some wise advice here from Mike Smith.
Felipe, baby, stay cool.
So with that, we are going to try to follow that advice. We're going to stay calm and just catch up to the guy. And we're not too far back. We're already right back on him. We have caught up pretty much immediately. Mike Smith looks to be giving him a little bit of a push around. Hopefully he's not pushing him too much, because if he does, he's going to be lost. But we're reeling them both in here around this horseshoe. And now we might have it. I'm going to follow Mike through, and we do. We've got it. He is going to turn around to Mercedes Drift and say, hey, why don't you pay attention a little bit more to where you're going, which is some great advice, but it's okay. Beginner drivers always drive like that. You should see my first few videos. I drive like a total ass most of the time. We have got it. We actually overtook Mike Smith. I'm definitely going to put that on my tombstone. But he's going to be looking for moves pretty much immediately. Oh, there's a little bit of a spin back there. I didn't even notice that when I was doing the reframe. He spun him around. Mike Smith goes for another one of those incredible Mike Smith moves. The camera follows him all the way around the outside. I open this up on the hairpin, and he takes the apex first. I have quite a good run, but he's actually just going to let us through. And that's hopefully going to let us put a little bit of space in between us and Mercedes Drift behind. But Mike Smith right next to me, he's lifting, and I'm not lifting, so I'm not sure if he had a much better run or if my kart was feeling pretty anemic. But, look who it is! It's Mercedes Drift! Sneaks his way through in the carousel. That actually was a fantastic move. Credit where credit is due. That was pretty good. So we're going to let Mike give him a little wash there, and we're going to sneak back up right behind Mike again and try to tuck in. We're going to go all the way over to this outside line, and hold it around the outside, and we are going to manage to grab onto this for one more. Mike Smith moves over. This is where I do something stupid. I think that the race is over. I give him a thumbs up, I get off the throttle, and then I realize he's still racing. I didn't see a checkered flag. When Mike Smith pulled over to the side, I figured, I guess it was just over. And then who it is? It's my buddy behind with the yellow accents. He's going to make it through on turn 4, and we are on a white flag lap. He might be able to take something good here. Mike Smith's back ahead of me in between the two of us, and I'm thinking about going side by side again. I don't. I drop back, and that dropping back is actually going to hurt me for a whole nother lap. We're going to move one lap ahead. The battle for the lead is ensuing. We have got a good guy, my personal friend, in the 29, and we have got a bad guy, Mercedes Drift. But who comes out on top? Team Quinn. Mercedes Drift gives me a little bit of contact, but we're going to make it through, and we are going to watch our buddy drive right up behind Mike Smith. Unless there's some wild stuff that's going to happen, it looks like he might be able to take it. Mercedes Drift goes side by side with me. We make a little bit of contact there around the carousel. I managed to hold on to it. He drops back. Not really room for side by side in the carousel there. And now, if we can make it around the horseshoe, maybe we can actually catch up to our buddy here and take the win. It doesn't look like it, though. Look at that. He's punching, Mike Smith's punching a hole through the air for him, and he's just following. He's doing a great job. We get on the brakes, hook it up nice and safe for the final corner. And as we see him come across the line, we're stoked. You can see those excellent -273 gloves. I'm just so stoked. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. New videos every Wednesday, and we have live streams on the day that we post the video at 5:30. So make sure to come on out. Appreciate your support, guys. See you on the next one.